Hello, hello. I have got our start to our weekly grocery haul for you today. I am doing another going twice this week. So this is the first portion. It is a decent amount. We have Alice's birthday coming up this weekend, and we are having my sister-in-law and her 5 kids down to stay with us for the weekend, which is super exciting. But I had to kind of plan a cheap birthday dinner because we didn't really have anything planned because she wasn't really having a party. But I decided on Sloppy Joe's with chips and like fruit and veggie sides, like fresh fruit and fresh veggies and dip. So I picked up a few of the things to go with that, and then I will get the rest of it on Friday, as well as like drinks and snacks for everyone to get through the weekend. But I spent $35.91 at Aldi, and let me show you what we got. All right, so here is our haul, and I'm gonna start over here with the fresh produce and stuff. I got a bag of Macintosh apples for snacking and my husband's lunches. We got 6 avocado. Now last week they were $1.89 a piece, and this week they were 49 cents with a limit of 6. So of course I got 6 of them because that is a stellar deal on avocados. I got a pound of strawberries. I'm going to try this, not sure if we'll like it or not, but it's the Fit and Active Light Ranch dressing. If not, we will go back to our brand name Hidden Valley Ranch. But for now, I figured we'd try this for the price. Another container of orange juice. I use that in the morning and mix it with my green tea vanilla matcha for my morning caffeine. Needed more Italian sweet cream for when I do drink coffee. Another bag of mini cucumbers for salads and snacking. Speaking of salads, I got 2 more bags of their garden salad for dinners because my husband and I have still been eating big salads, and the kids have usually a small salad and like something like the popcorn chicken, which I did get another bag of popcorn chicken. Everyone seemed to really like that, so good option to have on hand. I got some of their buttermilk pancakes. There's 8 packages in here, and each package has 3 pancakes in it, so that's good for breakfast for the kids. They eat pancakes almost every morning before school. So I got 3 cans of Sloppy Joe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need or make 2 or 3, but I grabbed 3 just in case. If nothing else, the 3rd one will just stay in our pantry for another dinner. More turkey pepperoni because my son sat down and ate almost an entire package of that for a snack one day. So I picked up more. 2 dozen eggs here. We've been going through a lot of eggs, so I got some more of those to do hard-boiled eggs and for egg sandwiches and snacks. And then we've been having a lot of like fried eggs and egg sandwiches. 2 bundles of bananas. 1 box of their store brand Triscuits, and 2 bags of chips back here. I got original and cheddar sour cream, and those are going to be for the birthday party this weekend as well. So this is the first portion of the grocery haul, and then stay tuned for the second portion. Hey friends, welcome back. This is the rest of our grocery haul for this week, and this will actually take us through until right before we leave for our mini vacation to Great Wolf Lodge. So next week is not going to be a 2-part grocery trip. So this is going to take us through that because I'm going to try and eat up what we have on hand and stuff like that. So this should take us through the next week, not just the next few days. We have Alice's birthday party coming up this weekend. We have family visiting, so this is including her birthday party food and extra food for the nieces and nephews and stuff that will be here, as well as our own children and us and blah, 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 blah. So that's what's kind of going on here. I just got back from Aldi, and I spent, let's see, $46.49 on what you're about to see. So this is actually quite a bit of stuff. I grabbed a few things that weren't on the list, but they were a good price. So we're having Sloppy Joe's for her party. So I got 3 packages of hamburger buns. We needed some more bread, and I figured the kids could have sandwiches for lunch this weekend as well. Well, we have our guests in town, so I got 2 loaves of their oat bran bread. Alice requested some more bagels, so I picked up some of their cinnamon raisin. She likes this with either cream cheese or peanut butter, both of which we have on hand. More bananas. I wish they were greener because we still have some back here, but I know we'll go through them. Alice also requested grape tomatoes. She likes these as a snack. More turkey pepperoni because Jackson seems to go through this like crazy. This was on sale, so I picked up a package of this. It was $1 off, so it ended up being like $2.69, I think, which is cheaper than like the chicken feta sausages I usually get, and I have a meal coming up that it needs sausage, so I figured I'd grab it now and freeze it. 1 more dozen eggs. 2 cans of these whole canned potatoes. I diced these up, or like sliced them up and fried them in butter and seasoning and served them with eggs. They were actually very good, so I think we'll do that for dinner another night this week coming up. 2 more boxes of Will's cereal, the Vitality with red berries. I did pick up some kids cereal since we'll have nieces and nephews visiting this weekend. We've got some Frosted Flakes left and some Life, but I picked up 2 boxes of Aldi's version of Lucky Charms. Another container of their plain yogurt. Again, the kids like this with honey and chocolate chips and granola mixed in. 1 can of pitted olives. I do have nachos on the menu coming up, so that'll be for that. 2 gallons of milk. This is what we drink. This is what our guests will be drinking. She's got little kids that still drink whole milk, so I grabbed a gallon of each, 2% and whole. Just over 5 pounds of the ground beef. This is the 73.27, but I rinse and drain it really well anyway to get rid of a lot of the fat, so I don't mind buying the lower grade because it's cheaper, and I rinse it really well. Anyway. This will be for Sloppy Joe's and then also nachos for later in the week. This was on sale, 69 cents a pound. I usually don't get bone-in chicken or meat in general, and I know that probably makes me sound very snobby. It's just, I don't care for it personally, but I don't mind drumsticks. So I think I'm gonna do like a sticky drumstick, like barbecue, or some sort of sticky drumstick in the Instant Pot or crock pot coming up. So this will probably do 2 meals for us actually. And I know the kids can eat drumsticks easily, so we went with that. And then birthday girl Alice requested watermelon, so I figured for her party this weekend we would have Sloppy Joe's, fresh watermelon, and then the chips I picked up earlier in the week, and call it a day. And then she'd have her cake as well. This should get us through the next 7 days with what we still have on hand. If you want to see what we have in our fridge and pantry and freezer, take a look at last week's grocery haul. Much of that we still have on hand, and that's what we'll be eating to get us through the next week until right before we leave for our vacation. Like I said, we will need to make a trip right before we leave because I plan on making tacos to take with us to the hotel. Since they have a microwave, I'm gonna cook up some taco meat and stuff, and we're gonna bring food with us so that we're not eating out while we're there and blowing our budget. But I have a video all about that. I'll link it here as well. So you can see what I'm talking about and how we plan to stay on budget while on vacation. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.